Hello everyone, and welcome to Signs and Wonders Tarot, where I look at weird and wonderful things that are happening to us as a species and try and figure out what they mean. And today I am looking at an interstellar object that is hurtling towards us at a startling speed. That is 3I Atlas. It was only discovered very recently, the third such object, interstellar object, and it's sufficiently different to the previous ones that were discovered that it's causing some alarm in some quarters and some speculation about what it actually is. Most people say it's a comet and it's going to zoom past us and carry on its way, but some people are speculating that it might be an alien probe. And the reason they are saying that is because it is traveling incredibly quickly in a straight line. It's on our ecliptic plane, and it is going straight past planets, Jupiter, Mars, Venus. It's going to whip around the sun in such a way that it's going to be hidden from us. So people are speculating it might release probes while it's hidden from us. And what else? It's extremely bright. It's far too bright for what a comet should be doing, to the extent that some people are speculating that it might even have its own light source or power source on board. Nuclear is a word that's being bandied around. And weird things. Dust cloud is forming in the wrong direction. Instead of a tail, it's kind of like an arrowhead that's going out ahead of it. As I say, kind of weird. And I want to know whether we should be worried or what's going on. We're going to do a Celtic cross, and we're going to have a look and see if we need to be concerned about this thing, what's going on, basically. And I think it's doing its flyby late October through December, closest to us. Some people are also just speculating it might do something to the sun, might cause some solar flares, some quite dramatic solar flares. That kind of speculation going on about it. So anyway, it's interesting. It's a little bit exciting, hopefully not dangerous. Let's see what the tarot has to tell us. I need to shuffle one more time, apparently. And, we had a fortune, okay. A lucky break energy, timing, fate, all that kind of stuff there that's shown itself. Let's see what's going on. And just a Rider-Waite tarot, for those of you who know me from Mad World Tarot, just use the Rider-Waite here mostly. Well, I will in future. And let's see what's going on. Got Tess snoring in the background as I'm doing this reading. And what's it called again? 3I Atlas, hurtling towards us as I'm doing this reading too. Underlying energy, oh my. Oops. 10 of Swords, that's a rather terrifying energy. As I said at the start, this was going to be light-hearted, and I was going to try and keep the tone jolly on this channel, not get too serious, not get too political, not get too divisive. But the 10 of Swords is a bit scary. That's the underlying energy. That's the doom that people are speculating about. The doom mongers. 10 of Swords. I mean, that's humanity. It's interesting though, because the 10 of Swords, I don't often say this about this card, this human, deceased, reached the end. But what is interesting about the 10 of Swords is that there's a sunrise in the far distance, and it's light after that dark night of the soul. It's just beginning to lighten the energy, and maybe it's telling us that this thing is going to bring some kind of almost reawakening, reanimating, some kind of new chapter for us as a species. Interesting. Sorry, this all a bit wonky here. It's always a bit wonky here. Anyway, that is both a spooky energy and a potentially encouraging energy if you focus on that dawn, a new dawn, dare I say. Okay, situation, what's going on for us as a species? We got the Hanged Man, and it's in reverse. So Hanged Man is about sacrifice, and I'm getting with that sacrifice energy that we're at the end of the age of Pisces. We're going into the age of Aquarius. We're past that energy of sacrifice, victimhood, and awful things, calamities. We're moving away from that kind of energy where we are helpless, and also where we are not really able to see our circumstances as clearly as we need to, and what's going on in our circumstances. It's kind of superstitious energy as well, and now it's in reverse. No longer being victims, no longer being unable to see clearly. It's kind of an awakening, a realization, a new way of seeing things. So it's quite encouraging for me as a tarot reader, who's just going to adjust the camera a little bit because it tilts over. Okay, what's our challenge with this thing? Challenge as it comes roaring towards us. And the Chariot is about forward momentum, is about goals and harnessing the energy of this thing. The Chariot literally harnesses opposing forces and gains momentum from those opposing forces that pull together. Our challenge, and these are big cards, interestingly, they're major arcana, so this is going to be a powerful moment in our lives, in our lives as a species, basically. And the Chariot pulling together leadership. Who's going to steer us through this? If there is something strange about this that is coming our way with this object, who's going to guide us through it? Who are we going to follow? Who is going to lead us? And it might be that there is some difficulty going on Earth around the time that this thing zooms past us. And we're going to be in need of direction and focus. And I'm also getting the trust word. Who do we trust? What do we trust? Do we trust scientists? Do we trust religious leaders? Do we trust channelers and those kinds of people? What's going on? So down here, the hidden energy at the root of it all. What is this thing really? What don't we know? What don't we see? I'm asking here really if this is just a rock flying through space, or is it more than that? And I've got the Four of Wands in reverse. And I try and have to shift my mind away from the fact that this Four of Wands for me as a reader became very White House focused in the previous incarnation of this channel. So it's home. And it's the home card that's in reverse, that our peace, our tranquility, our security is at issue here. It's a little bit disturbing that I'm not getting an alien probe so much as I'm getting that down here on Earth we're in trouble when this thing comes past. If it's a message from home, those who believe that we come from elsewhere and we're seeded here on this planet, it's not a very friendly visit from home. Put it like that. If you're in that camp of this is something sinister and possibly intelligent, it's checking up on the kids. What have the kids been up to while we've been away? That's the vibe I'm getting. Interesting energy. Feeling a little bit spooked. Second time I've used that word in this reading. What's this thing's goal, purpose, focus? If a rock can have a goal or a purpose or a focus. Keeping my mind open here. And we get the transition card, the Six of Swords. I got this with the Hanged Man card in reverse, that we've reached the end of an age and we need to transition to a different age of Aquarius. We're into air sign there, from the watery energies of the Hanged Man. We're moving away from trouble, bad home vibe here, Four of Wands in reverse. We need to move away from conflict. That is the Six of Swords. We need to move away from turbulence and trouble, and we need to move towards more peaceful times where we can all get on better and we have better leadership. The Chariot, especially political leadership, obviously. So it's not come to destroy us. We're doing quite a good job ourselves, but the energy around this thing is we're at a transition point. We're at quite a decisive moment in our history, humanity's history, and we need to get away from conflict, and we need to start learning how to live peacefully together. So past of this thing, origins, that kind of stuff, they speculate could be something like 13 billion years old, a vast age range, but certainly much older than our planet, this thing that's hurtling towards us. So origins, whoa, another the world. It comes from the beginning of time with that World card. World means endings, but not bad endings, so don't be alarmed, not like that Ten of Swords. World means ending of a chapter. It's almost, again, I'm getting, this is Revelation, it's got the markings of Revelation on it. It's coming from the beginning of time to mark kind of an end of time. And again, I'm not getting that it's intelligent, that it's an alien probe. I'm getting more, it's a marker. It's a marker from the beginning of time to now for us to say, okay, we've been like this up until now, we need to be something else going forward. That's what's coming through for me with that. But it is very significant with that World card in its origin story. It's very, very significant. It's kind of a marker that might feature, for instance, in legends from different cultures, myths and legends from cultures, more ancient cultures than just Western civilization. Here it comes. We've been prophesying about this thing, and now here it comes to mark this transition point. Okay, so what's happening next with this thing? I get death. Oh dear. Death in reverse, though. Death in reverse. Death is endings and calamity and change that's forced on us. I'm getting resistance to change, that people aren't going to necessarily answer whatever call is coming, that this marker in space is asking people to transform, it's asking people to let go of things. It's potentially calamitous as well with the Death card in reverse. It is potentially calamitous, but it's not going to be, all right, because the Death card is in reverse. So it's not going to spell the end of all of us. But it is also not going to necessarily waken people up to the extent that they should be wakened up. If some people are going to stick in their old ways and cling on to old things that they need to let go of, worldviews, possibly, mindsets, those kinds of things, they're not going to let go of them. It's like a near miss, that Death card. It's going to be disturbing enough that I think people are going to sit up and look and think, ooh, this is really, I need to get my house in order, pretty much. But the near miss energy means that I think people are going to not wake up to the extent that they needed to wake up. Advice for us. And I've got the 5 of Pentacles, and that's a difficulty card. It's telling me we need to prepare for difficult times, and there are difficult cards on this table for sure. Death card, the transition card there with the 6 of Swords, the 4 of Wands in reverse, that our world is in a bit of a mess, and we need, I said, get your house in order. We need to get our houses in order. We need to prepare possibly for lean times. Something might happen in terms of climate or something like that. As I say, there's been suggestions or speculation that it might affect the sun. We might get a massive solar flare, for instance, as it goes past. And I'm getting that kind of energy in this 5 of Pentacles. Prepare for lean times. It's poverty, it's sickness. There might be difficult times as a result of this flyby. I'm not getting the best energy on this tarot table reading into this object. Get your house in order. Stock up a little bit. Get ready. You know, maybe have some cash that you can buy things if the grid goes down, the electrical grid goes down, and banking is a problem, and you need some coins on you to buy stuff. It's that kind of message. It's not the end has come, you know, or you riot and loot and go mad. It's be sensible, stock up a little bit, just make sure that you can get through a little bit of a difficult time. Pressure we're under. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. That Tower, I think it's going to get scary as it comes towards us, and as more theories get aired about what this thing is and what it could do and how it could change orbit because of sort of bumps in I would just say almost like air pockets, that kind of thing. I've heard those kinds of theories that it could be just pushed off course a little bit because of energies in space, that kind of stuff. Tower is a shock, a massive disruption. Again, I'm getting things like the electrical grid going down, or that we have a bit of a dark winter for some reason. It might have some geophysical effects like earthquakes and volcanoes, those kind of earth energies that are disrupted as a result of this thing going past, and possibly again affecting our sun or affecting the moon. Some people are worried that it might bash into the moon, for instance. And I don't want to be a fearmongerer here in this channel. I don't want to do that at all. I'm reading the cards as they've shown up. Unfortunately, the Tower card has shown up. Shocks. People are this is the pressure people are under. People are under this pressure, but there is something else in this card, apart from panic buying and all that kind of stuff, is enlightenment. And pressure on people to wake up. And I said here with this Death card in reverse that it looks like in the near term they aren't going to wake up enough. They're going to be able to carry on sleepwalking through their lives. This is the Great Awakener, the Tower card. And there is going to be pressure on people to start thinking in a different way about their lives and about their meaning and their purpose and what is going on. So hopes and fears. We've got plenty of fears around here. That's a funny card for me. And I'm a light relief. That's why I'm laughing. The Page of Cups. There is a hope. And there is a hope. A sincere hope that it is E.T. coming to say hello. It's a messenger from space. With this offer of a cup of the hand of friendship. There is going to be quite a strong energy of, we hope that it's friendly E.T. coming along to say hello. we're in hopes and fears. We've got plenty of fear on this table. Death, Tower, Four of Wands in reverse, Five of Pentacles, Six of Swords, Ten of Swords is our underlying energy. Let's just hope it's a friendly ET come to say hi and maybe bring us free energy and eternal life and all those kinds of things people think ET is going to bring us. So, as I say, some light relief in this reading. Outcome, when we're looking back at this thing afterwards, what are we going to see, think, feel about us? Ten of Pentacles is a very positive card. We're going to go through a fear moment. We might have a bit of a rough ride with this thing. It might affect our world negatively for a while. But somehow this passage that is going to happen is going to set us onto a more prosperous trajectory afterwards. The Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles is future proofing, is legacy. There might be very positive things that come from this very close swing past. I can't imagine what they are at this point. It might just bring people closer together. It might bring communities closer together in the sense that let's look after each other. Let's make sure that we have food closer to home, food sources, that we are more egalitarian, we're more generous, we prepare better, we look after the planet better, we look after each other better. It's a very positive message after this near miss. It's this new dawn that's inherent in this Ten of Swords. So it looks like it could get a bit scary, and certainly I think people are going to be scared of this thing as it comes closer and closer. But that's an incredibly optimistic card. We have two tens here on the tarot table. We have the Ten of Swords, underlying energy of people fearing that this could be the end. But then we have the future card. Very powerful, very positive, very abundant future as the outcome. The looking back at it. What did it do? Positive things. That's the reading. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again soon.